Hello everybody, welcome back to another Pokemon VGC ranked battle. There we go. This will be a post commentary again, but if you do enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave down in the comment section below what you think of this team. I think it's okay. It's an okay team. I think G-Max and Inteleon's a bit rough to use. I think with like having to get that focus energy up, it's really tough to get off. This is my second game testing the team though, but we do forego the Inteleon route. So here I'm thinking like we don't need to bring in DD for Reuniclus because he sets up the Psychic Field for us already. So I thought I'd bring in Whimsicott, Tyranitar, Urshifu, and Reuniclus. All these Pokemon I was like, yeah, okay. We set up Tailwind, we're in a really good position. He doesn't have any Pokemon that I can see that can set up Trick Room. So we should be good just to hit the Tailwind button and like hopefully sweep with Urshifu or Tyranitar. So I was like, yeah, he's probably going to lead Starmie to try and counter my Tyranitar, but that's just a free weakness policy proc at the end of the day, so I'm not too stressed about that. And yeah, so we just kind of showing off that, yeah, Tyranitar and Urshifu are pretty insane, man. Like, Tyranitar does most of the work, but Urshifu really just seals up the game at the end. It was a really cool Pokemon to see. I was like, I haven't used it since the Volcarona team, and I really like it. Also, the Bede theme actually becoming one of my favorite themes in the whole game, dude. It's such a bop. Bede! Sorry, I don't know why I'm like this. But yeah, I didn't want to do a live commentary because wasn't really feeling up to live commentary today, so I thought I'd hit you guys with a post one. Again, I really think post commentaries are better for explaining a game plan, and I think live commentaries are, you know, just more entertaining, I suppose. So yeah, here we start off with Whimsicott, Tyranitar, and I was thinking, I think with Tailwind, maybe Tyranitar can outspeed the Starmie and get a max Quake off before it hits us with the Hydro Pump, so it does even less damage, and we get even more value out of the weakness policy. So here we see it is Psychic Seed in DD, which is really good to see because we know it's not Focus Sash now. So here I go for the Tailwind. I was going to Protect Tailwind, but then I don't have Protect. So I was like, I can't switch into anything at the moment because nothing wants to take a Hydro Pump. But then I was like, yeah, we're in Sand. I don't even think he's doing 50% to Tyranitar at this point when Dynamax. So I'm going to Dynamax here. I may or may not be faster with the Max Quake. I can get a special defense boost plus a Sandstorm special defense. I should be in a really good position here. So I Dynamax, knowing that, yeah, my T-Tar's pretty safe to Dynamax here. I get a lot of power out of it, and I get a lot of immediate pressure. So out comes the big boy T-Tar. A Pokemon that we see a bit now, still in the meta, and it's a really good Pokemon. Usually paired with Excadrill, but it's starting to find its way into the meta on its own. It's a really cool Pokemon too. I really do like it. So it goes for the Follow Me here, as I suspected. We go for the Tailwind, really getting Pokemon nice and speedy. Bam, Hydro Pump hits. Yeah, it does a decent chunk, but nothing Tyranitar can't handle it. We can take 3 or 4 of those pretty easily. So yeah, we're in a really good position here. We get the +2 Max Quake off. It doesn't quite one-shot in DD, which makes me believe it was like, you know, max defense. But yeah, it barely hangs on, but the Sandstorm will be enough to take it out. So I think we would have been in more trouble here if he actually Dynamax Starmie, but we'll see later that he kind of has his own little game plan for that. Starmie taking that Sandstorm damage. Starmie is a cool Pokemon to see though. I definitely, Starmie was a Pokemon that I was playing around with Psyspam, and it was pretty cool. So we're communicating here. He's like, damn, we got destroyed. He sends out his Excadrill, which is a great play. Excadrill kind of like counters Tyranitar, which is weird because it's also like, you know, one of Tyranitar's best friends. So I thought here I'd go for the Moonblast into Excadrill, and I'm looking at my team going like, I think Starmie actually threatens my team more than Excadrill does, because we can just send an Urshifu later and get a Surging Strikes off, and that should be enough. So I decided, yeah, I'm going to kill Starmie because I don't really want to be hit with Expanding Force from onto my Urshifu, and I think Urshifu is just our late game like safety rope at the moment. It really just makes sure we can end the game here. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take out Starmie. Starmie's looking a bit more threatening. And I thought here maybe with Tailwind we might be able to outspeed Excadrill, but now that I look at it, I don't think we saw Mold Breaker go off. So this is Sandrush Excadrill. And so yeah, it will outspeed us. It's a bit crazy. Normally they don't run Normally you'd run Mold Breaker Excadrill if you don't have your own Sand Setter, but I guess this is a way to counter Sand teams himself. But yeah, I'm not too sure on that one, but I was a bit sad about it because yeah, it just means that he's super fast. We do get this Moonblast off just to break a potential stash. Stash. As he hits us with the Max Quake, is not enough to take us out. And I'm like, here, I think Hydro Pump kills me, so I'm really banking on a miss at the moment. But fortunately for me, he decides to, you know, I don't really want to do that. Goes for the Expanding Force instead. Doesn't affect our Tyranitar. Doesn't even bring Whimsicott into the red just because of the Max Quake boosts. And here we get this Max Quake off. Just kill the Starmie, get it out of the way, and just so that, you know, paves the way for Urshifu to come in later in the game. So here I'm just trying to chip out Excadrill at this point, because Excadrill obviously is the biggest threat on the field. If he has Alakazam, I was a little bit worried about that as well for Urshifu later, but I feel like he would, I don't know. I was a little bit scared of Alakazam coming out, but he sends out his own Whimsicott, so I was like, oh, thank God. I still have to be careful with Whimsicott though, because after a Tailwind, he will outspeed Urshifu and can hit it with a Moonblast, which, you know, Urshifu does not have the greatest special defense. So I was a bit worried about that, so I was kind of hoping he didn't get his, didn't Tailwind here. So here I just go for the Moonblast into Excadrill to get more chip. And I think I try to max Knuckle it as well. Yeah, I do, which I'm kind of glad here that he kills T-Tar, because if we hit that max Knuckle, we probably would have been in a worse position than before. And you'll see why later in the game, but it's a bit rough. He goes for the max Steel Spike now, and that will definitely be enough to take out Tyranitar. And I was like, yeah, fair enough. Whimsicott hasn't shot off a move yet, so we know it's not using any status moves like Tailwind or anything like that. But that's T-Tar going down, unfortunately. He did a lot of work though. He took out 2 Mons. He did yeah, he did a lot here. Goes for the Moonblast, hits my Whimsicott, bam. Brings us down to 5 HP with the 2 special defense boosts, but that will be enough for Sand to take out Whims, which is upsetting, but not much we could do about it. This allows us to get both of our late game Mons in though. So here we bring out Urshifu and Reuniclus. And yeah, these two just clean it up. Like, oh man. Choice banned Urshifu. I kind of forgot like that. I like knew the Surging Strike's crit, but I kind of forgot that crit ignores his +1 defense. So this does some nasty damage. And here I thought I would outspeed because of Tailwind. Yeah, I think I'm checking Tailwind now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and I was like, even with Tailwind, we should outspeed because Excadrill is naturally slower. But I obviously didn't see that Mold Breaker didn't go off, and I was just kind of assuming based off his team. So here I just go for Expanding Force. I'm kind of hoping Whimsicott doesn't attack, because I'd put Urshifu in a real bad position if we don't kill Excadrill. Because at this point I was thinking, we might not kill Excadrill here just because it's usually pretty tanky. He goes for another Max Quake here into the Urshifu, and we actually tank it, which is, I was like, whew, thank God. I thought he definitely killed us there. But I think this is a bulkier Excadrill just because it has weakness policy on, so we will game it at this point. Get the Surging Strikes off, and look at that damage, dude. It's insane. With the Choice Band critical hit, bro, it's too much. It's too much for Excadrill to handle. I really thought we'd be doing less, but yeah, here we go, bam. And just like that, Excadrill's gone. Oh man. I was really happy with that. I was really happy with the fact we were able to take it out. I don't know why I was so scared. I guess I like just underestimate Urshifu a bit. But yeah, I think I'm definitely excited to use Urshifu a bit more. And we get this Expanding Force off on the Whimsicott, and that is enough to win us the game. So yeah, Tyranitar and Urshifu really pulling in the weight here. Reuniclus helping out with the Fairy type at the end there, but yeah, Tyranitar and Urshifu definitely took the show that battle, I think. And yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was a bit different. I know you guys are used to live commentaries, but I wasn't really feeling it today. So I apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Have a lovely day. Hopefully it'll be a live commentary, but I can't promise anything. I'm also really busy at the moment, so it's a bit easier for me to record the game and then come back and do the voice when I'm able to. And then that way, like if I have to leave and do what I have to do during the game, then I have to leave during the game. It doesn't really affect the recording or anything. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Have a good time.